Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. There behind that glass lies a real blade of grass. Be careful as you pass. Move along, move along. Come inside, the show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your head apart.
Hi guys, this is Ben from Ben's RPG Pile, and today we're going to show you how to build a D&D farmhouse. This is part 2 of our Granny, Mammy, Graul series. In a previous video, we introduced you to the cannibal family and the actual farm, and this is the main building on the farm. But I'm going to show you what I made to represent what happens when the group goes inside the farmhouse. This is a quick overhead shot of the farmhouse and the 3 floors. The cellar, the main floor, and then the upstairs, which has the bedrooms. We'll go into detail of each of these, but I wanted to just give you a quick sky view shot here, and that way you can kind of see the whole thing. Okay guys, so this is the front of the ground floor of the farmhouse, and you're going to notice here that I put the first floor on some risers and on a board and have some stairs going up to it. You know, kind of like one of those old farmhouses where there's like that porch, and the porch is kind of raised, and then typically in the South, you know, you walk up a few stairs before you get to the front of the house. You have a little lemonade on the porch kind of thing. So, but I did this because I'm trying to simulate levels. Right, there's a cellar in this farmhouse, and so I need that to be at the base of my table, and I need this first floor slightly raised, and then I'm going to have the upstairs raised just a little bit higher. So again, remember the old adage, everything is better with levels when it comes to 3D terrain. So let's take a look here at the farmhouse and some of the things that make it unique on this first floor. Most of the minis I have in here are all the badass guys that they turn into at night just for fun, so you can see those too. So here we go. So first thing I thought would be neat to show you was, notice our brick here. Zoom in here. So I made some walls with some terrain, Hearst Arts molds, and I decided to do some brick colors. Typically my dungeons are just the Codex Gray, Fortress Gray, but I decided to paint several of the bricks after reading this great thread on the Hearst Arts forum, and I felt that the different color bricks kind of gave it more of that old brick kind of building feel, so that's why I did that. One thing to note is, and I also made some windows there. You can kind of see you'll see as we pan around here, several windows. Quick thing on the walls, originally I did 4 different solid colors, and they recommend pastel colors, but I went 1 color too many, and the color that really didn't work is this brightest color. See that there? It's way too busy. So I really should have stuck with 3 colors. On the blog post, I talk about 4 colors, but I highly recommend you do the 3, if you notice on this piece here. See, that's much better. It's not so busy, so we made some different walls. The next thing you're going to notice on the first floor, and this is remember, every floor has a signature piece, okay? And my signature piece on this particular level is the frame, the picture frame. I decided to make a rickety old picture, or family portrait as it were, and we just found an old oil portrait image on Google Images, and then we printed that out on paper, glued it to cardstock, used some Hearst Arts wood board molds to frame it. I didn't do a great job in framing it, but then I kind of remembered, hey, this isn't, you don't walk into a Michael's on D&D land. The frame would look kind of crappy, kind of shoddy. So, but at night, what's going to happen is that pretty frame, or that pretty picture there, at night it's going to change. It's actually going to change to what the family looks like when they're cursed. So see that? So we kind of did some, one of our game guys is great Photoshop man, and he changed out the heads and the bodies there and put in the cursed creatures. So there's Granny Mammy there on the left, and then the dad's on the right side, and then some of the kids there. But and then notice the dog next to Granny there. So that's my signature piece. So basically, where the group is going to be upstairs sleeping, when they come down, they're going to notice that the picture has changed and that something's up. Okay, and then I actually have two parts to this floor. There's the main floor, which is just a big old table. I gotta zoom back, sorry. And I also did a kitchen. And that's where Pappy Graul is, and he turns into this crazy-ass butcher. And that's his little pantry there. And that's where, they're a cannibal family. They prey on people that travel through Winterbowl Forest, and he chops them up and prepares dinner. Ugh. So here is the cellar of the farmhouse, and the signature piece in this room is inspired from the Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter movie, which is a phenomenal movie. I highly recommend it. But this is there's a part in the movie where the group falls. The guy, good old Abe, he falls through the floor, and he gets hooked into this trap, and this is where they drain the blood of the people that they capture. And I thought, hey, that would be great for our little Graul family if they had a similar trap. And so we have a blog post that shows you how we made this particular piece. But basically in the farmhouse, I'm going to have some 4 different spots marked on throughout the house that are trap doors. And I'm going to try to get a couple of the guys to fall through those trap doors and into this basement where a couple of the 2 twin brothers, Edel and Metal, are going to be waiting for them here, because they drain the victim's blood and then get them ready for Pappy to chop up for dinner. So so this is kind of the piece, nothing crazy. I even have a little jail cell back here where they keep fresh victims, or they toss bodies, stuff like that. There's a couple coffins over here in the corner, and they're essentially grave robbers. So as the group has been traveling through the forest, they found a few shallow graves that have been dug up, and the coffins are missing. So here you go. This is why. I also did a blog post where we showed you how we made this cobblestone floor. Now, this is my first experience with the cobblestone. This is another Hearst Arts mold. I took some paint tips from some guys in some forums and kind of made this color combo so it looks really dirty and musty and kind of filthy kind of thing. And I think it turned out pretty well. That cobblestone soaks up a lot of paint, so you just have to be mindful of that. Threw a few weapons taken from the victims as they fell through the floor. I got some straw back there, soaks up some of the blood on the floor that they couldn't save, kind of thing. And there's going to be one other interesting thing in this room, and that's going to be, I'm going to give the group a perception check, and they might notice some like moss growing on the wall, on this wall where the stairs are. The stairs is also, they go up to another trapdoor, but only the family knows about. So if they notice all this moss here, they can search behind the stairs, and they're essentially going to find this hole. If you guys can see it there. There you go. And that hole is basically the bricks pull away, and that's where the brothers keep all the bones of the bodies that they prepare for their dad. I know a little morbid, but remember, it's just a game, right? So this will reveal a passageway using some Hearst Arts, Dwarven Forge cavern pieces. My absolute favorite Dwarven Forge set of all his amazing work. But so we're going to show you what that passageway looks and what we've got brewed up for everybody if they discover this hole and walk down that hallway. Because the Graul doesn't want anybody messing with their little trophy case back here. If the group disables a trap, fights off a trap, breaks a trap, whatever, and keeps walking, And if they decide to search those bones, which I'm pretty sure they'll do because that's what adventurers do, they will have disrupted the bones and the bones will come to life. And then I'm going to drop a bunch of skeleton minions in there. I'm probably going to do like a good dozen, 15 of them, something like that. And I'll zoom in here so you can see them. Pretty cool minis that I got at Gamers Inn. See that? Look at those guys. Oh, man. So now we're going to look at the upstairs of the farmhouse. And basically there's going to be the simple stairs that lead into a hallway that I've raised on another game board and put down some Dwarven Forge in terrain. Another great set. I'm probably going to order a couple more of these. I'm a huge fan of this theme too. But I thought that, hey, this is a great chance for me to use the setting in something other than just a regular tavern. I'm finally getting a chance to use it in an actual different style encounter. So I was thrilled to finally get that chance. But basically there's going to be 2 bedrooms, and again I got to try to study this guy, so bear with me. Yeah, there we go. And there's going to be 2 bedrooms here. The party will be ushered right before dark to this particular room. 6 beds, 6 adventurers, and again, everything's going to seem hunky-dory. They won't know what's in this other room. That's where Granny stays at night. And it's anybody's guess who's going to be in there when the encounter kicks off. But in her room, there's a mirror, which actually, that's another video, show you how to make a mirror. But that is actually going to allow Granny to teleport to a different part of the house if things get nasty, or any family member if there's a fight in there. There will be a secret door. They can go into the group and fight into that bedroom if they want, kind of thing. Okay. That's one of the cousins. That's Cousin Corky right there. He died of a fever, and he could be roaming anywhere in the house at night. And then another big thing is there's going to be a window. So you see that window right there? And there's going to be a tree outside that window. And the group is going to get the chance to either come back down the hallway or go out the window and climb that tree to get down. What I'm trying to do in this particular encounter is make it so that the group fights inside, outside. It becomes one big old game board, right? With it, and I've never done that before, where I've had the group fight in 2 different places, indoors and outdoors.
If we close the door, the night could last forever. Say goodbye to now and say hello to never. I've said it before, I'll say it again. You know it can happen to me, but if we close the door, I'll never have to see the world again. If we close the door, the night could last forever. Oh, say goodbye, so long now, and say hello to never. I've said it before, I'll say it again. You know it can happen to me. But if we, but if we close, all right. But if we close